Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Matisse Thybulle, Butler out there with Big Red, and it's Boomer, and it's Smooth in at the center filling out the middle. And for Miami, we've got Garbage Man. Jones is out there with Derek White. Then there's B. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
On defense, Denver. Heat moving the ball around. Jones sets the pick for White. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Thybulle. Here's Boomer. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And Denver has possession. Here's Boomer. No good with the wing jumper. White inside. Boy, he just disappeared against Indiana, and they really needed him. Down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. From past the arc, knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make the right decision with it.
Butler passes to Thybulle. To the middle. Pass to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about Heat culture with the Miami franchise from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part because they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Here's Thybulle, following the basket by Derek White.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Now, I asked Coach what the game plan was when it comes to defending Jimmy Butler, and he said to me, we have to make sure we match his energy level. Jimmy is one of those guys that goes all out every second. We want our guys to do the same on D. It won't be easy, but they think they found a way to contain him. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here is Boomer. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Inside, out of bounds, Miami takes possession. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. The Heat third.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. He has 6.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs, and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Now, here's Thibault. He has yet to score. Here's Boomer. And again, Denver no good.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The Heat shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Here's Butler. Softly drops in the floater.
Well, Butler not able to get to the rim, but he gets the floater to go.
And Jones has it in the corner. Pass to Garbage Man. Outside, Jones. And here's White. Miami needs to get a shot off. B, smooth with a rebound. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Boomer. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And so White will bring it up for the Heat. And a miss there on the triple. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Miami Heat.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, you got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one. Around mid-season, Stan, when you were coaching, would you still try out new plays and tactics and schemes? Or was the recipe set? Was the formula in and that was it?
Well, Kevin, the bulk of what you do is set, but you're always tinkering. And as people start figuring you out, you've got to have counters to what you're doing. So your system is always evolving. You're always trying to get better, and you're always doing new things.
Here's Ramos after the Nuggets pick up 2. To the inside. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Pass to AI. Here is Boomer. Inside. Here's Smooth. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Ramos. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Garbage man misses.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. A different look for Miami. Clint Capella, he's checked in for B. Thunder comes in for Garbage Man. And it's Del Negro in for Jones. And a switcher also for Denver. The Greats checked in for Big Red. Here's Del Negro. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. The 9-foot shot. It's hauled in by Boomer. The Nuggets now on offense. They've scored 10 straight. Pass to the Great. Here is Boomer. He's coming off a 31-point game against Miami.
Yeah, and you can't overlook the 4 steals he added. Those were some major momentum swings.
The Heat trail by 4. Capella with it. Down low, unloads, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A moment now to see the numbers for Capella. Good season for him last year. 4th in rebounding, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And he's so physical, so explosive. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he was a top 5 rebounder a season ago. And the Nuggets making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. The great passes to Boomer. Here's Boomer. And again, Denver with the triple.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Ramos. He's guarded by AI. Missed inside.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's the great. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Herbert Jones.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
The Heat trail by 6. To the paint. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 8.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
The Nuggets have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Loads it up for Adebayo. Pass to Ramos. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, good old-fashioned slam from Capella.
Here is Boomer. Del Negro defending. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Capella sends it back. And they're moving it up. Here's Del Negro. Finishes the break with a slam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And here are the Nuggets now after the Heat pick up 2. Here's the great. Can't hit that one. Miami's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And here they come. Adebayo with the ball. And guarded by Capella.
Yeah, Adebayo had an NBA body right from the start. And you get the sense he's no stranger to that weight room.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. B's checked in for Thunder. Free throw good, Adebayo. And it's the Heat with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Capella. Here's Del Negro. Just 3 on the clock. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 1. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Boomer, the great out there with Smooth. Then it's AI, and it's Boomer in at the point guard.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And stolen by AI. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's Del Negro. inside. Garbage man. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Pass to Smooth. Here is Boomer, light covering. To the paint, here's Smooth, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Del Negro kicks to Jones. Here's White, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Here is Boomer, defended by Jones. Boomer gets the bucket. Boomer's got the lead up to 6 now for Denver.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Here's B. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Jones, the pass to White. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 14. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
So much control from White in the mid-range.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Thunder's checked in for Miami. Big Red's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Boomer. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first 3. Garbage man, the pass to White. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
Second free throw, no good.
Well, you know, every team wants multiple Herb Jones on their roster. He can really shoot it, and Herb's wing defense is just elite.
Takes the 13-footer. Denver grabs the miss. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. Fourth, the Nuggets.
Well, last year, they were all over the glass. Their physicality is what helped define their identity.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Pass to Garbage Man. Down low, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Denver's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here is Boomer. Pulls it up. The Nuggets with another miss. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort. Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
The 15-footer. Garbage man with the rebound. The Heat have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Pass to Jones. Here's B. Outside White. Here is Garbage Man. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here is Boomer. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Boomer's got 9.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
To the inside, here's Garbage Man. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Now, here's AI. Defended by Jones. Boomer, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
B, the pass to White. Outside, Jones. And here's White. He has 6. Garbage man, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. The closers checked in for Miami. And Denver also making a switch. Eibel's checked in. Pass to Ramos. Puts up a deep 3. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. And it's Thibault in the corner. To the left wing. Here is Boomer. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the corner. Good. He hits the jump shot. And now a 6-point Denver lead.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
And again, it's the Heat missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Out to the right wing. From about 19 feet. Rebound by the Heat. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. A different look for Miami. Clint Capella comes in for B. And it's Del Negro in for Derek White. Adebayo is checked in for Denver. The Nuggets leading by 6. Denver calls timeout. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Well, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
And you look at Boomer. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend. But, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, great communication and timing, setting Capella up for a big jam.
1:58 left to play in the first half. Now AI. 5 points in the game. Down low. Cuts off the pass. Here's Ramos. Denver grabs the miss.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Well, we're used to the stretch big men these days, Stan. That's not Bam Adebayo's game, though. How is he still effective?
Well, Kevin, Bam is a highly skilled big in his own right. He just doesn't have the three-point shot, but he's got the ball handling, he's got the passing, and he's got the mid-range jumper, and he puts those things together into a very effective package.
Yeah, he has a good handle, doesn't he?
He's got a great handle.
Thunder's checked in for Garbage Man. And a switcher also for Denver. The Greats checked in for Boomer. Denver passing it around. Thibault, the pass to the Great. And another miss by Denver.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Pass to Thunder. Puts up a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
For three. And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what has to change in the second half?
Well, the most important thing is taking care of the ball. You know, we have to get shots against this team. They do such a great job of taking care of the ball, possession game. We had, you know, 3 or 4 sloppy ones, you know, gave them some life.
Thanks for your time, Spo. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the Miami Heat.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. All right, and now time to give some recognition. Players of the Month. In the East, Smooth.
He's been doing big things down in the paint, using his size and power to just flatten out the competition, outworking anyone who tries to challenge him. This is what I like to see.
There's really not much more you can ask for from your big man.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew, with the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Garbage man out there with B. Then there's Derek White. Then it's Herbert Jones. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Now here's Butler. Here's Boomer. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. On the wing, Jones. Pass to White. Drives to the hoop. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hito Turkoglu, was a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And both free throws good for White.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Butler passes to Boomer. A three ball hangs home the trifecta. Boomer's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
Well, really, he's a point forward. You can run your offense through Jimmy Butler.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Another three for Denver.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's White. 8 points for him. Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You know, Derek White is what you call a combo guard. He can play on or off the ball. There we saw his passing ability.
Pass to Thibault. Ball stolen. Outside, White. Here is Garbage Man.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Nuggets leading by 7. Outside Butler. Back to Thibault. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
White the pass to B. On the wing, Jones. Defended by Thibault. Miami no good on that time either.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
To the middle. Here's Big Red, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 12-point Denver lead.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. The Nuggets third.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
2 shots.
And that one falls for White. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generations. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
Boomer gets the bucket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Outside, Jones. White goes in, and that comes off the assist by Jones. White's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, we've seen White's confidence as a scorer grow over time, which is why he stays aggressive when he catches fire.
Pass to Boomer. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Outside, Jones. Here is Garbage Man, defended by Butler. Here's White, driving to the basket. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Thibault. To the right side. Here's Big Red, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Back to White. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Here's Big Red, following the basket by Derek White. Pass to Boomer. Here's the 3. And Jones pulls it down. The Heat trail by 10. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Butler in the corner. Denver passing it around. Boomer hits it from 3-point range. Boomer's got the lead up to 13 now for Denver. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
You gotta love the way Butler sets the tone defensively and then turns that defense into offense.
The Heat have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And a new group in for the Heat. Clint Capella, he's checked in for B. Thunder comes in for Garbage Man. The closer's checked in for Herbert Jones. And it's Del Negro in for Derek White. The Nuggets also changing it up. Adebayo is checked in for Big Red. The Great comes in for Butler. And AI is subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Off the inbound pass. It's hauled in by Boomer.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get primetime positioning inside.
The Heat trail by 17. They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
And we haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
Pass to Thunder. With some arc, and the layup is good. Thunder's got 5 now.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
And Miami has possession. Ramos the pass to Capella. To the middle. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here is Boomer. 12 points for him. AI passes to Boomer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 15 points in the game.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Del Negro. Up top, Capella. He's guarded by Adebayo. Capella, the pass to Del Negro. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nuggets leading by 18. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Nuggets have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses earlier. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. The Heat trail by 19. Pass to Thunder. And again, it's the Heat missing. Here is Boomer. Here's Boomer. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Ramos. It's hauled in by Boomer. Boomer's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Floats it up for Adebayo. There's the steal. Out left to the wing. Here's Ramos. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Ramos has got his first 2 points of the night. .50 left in the third quarter of the game. Here is Boomer. Del Negro defending. Here's Adebayo. Miami grabs the miss. They can look forward to the Rockets arena after this matchup to take on Houston. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Well, they expect this from him. And he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
The Heat trail by 19. 23 seconds left in the third. From the arc. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game, first here in this second half.
Here is Boomer. Adebayo with a screen on Del Negro. From deep three-point territory. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Denver with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this. One or two things to talk about. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Time for that. If you see yourself on the screen, you know what to do.
Well, moving the ball is so important to these coaches.
I mean, it helps make the offense run smoothly, Kevin. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with smooth out there with Big Red. And it's Boomer. And it's Boomer. And it's AI in at the 2-guard. Shot clock at 2. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Boomer the pass to Smooth. And that one drops. And the Nuggets lead by 18.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's B. Denver grabs the miss. Smooth's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Boomer pass to Big Red. Miami grabs the miss. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Garbage man, he's checked in for the closer. And a switcher also for Denver. Butler's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Denver leading by 17. Out to the wing. The 3 connects from three-point range. Boomer's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Thunder, defended by Butler. Over in the corner, White. Pass to Garbage Man. Back to White. Takes the three. Big Red grabs the miss. Big Red's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the shot goes in.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Here's Thunder. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Houston Rockets. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Indiana Pacers. The first free throw is good. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Denver. Low block shot, and it comes off the front of the rim. The Heat trail by 21. Thunder passes to Garbage Man. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Here's Smooth. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin, and there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Yeah, for still being fairly new to the league, you got to love the vision Jones brings.
Butler deciding where to go with it. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Jones. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. B, the pass to Jones. Good ball movement here by Miami. 4 on the clock. White wide open. He fires. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Pass to Big Red. Inside, intercepted. Down low, stolen away. AI outside. Butler kicks to Thibault. It's deflected. Here's Thunder, defended by Butler. Outside, White. Pass to Jones. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
Stolen by Jones. To the inside. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Timeout called. Nuggets. And Miami making a change here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Outside Butler. Down low. Here's AI. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 5 assists in the game.
And Butler is someone any coach would love to have. You see why with passes like these.
White with it. Inside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Smooth's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to AI. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's Butler. Pass to Big Red. Clock at 6. Fires from 14. Butler, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots. Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
The Nuggets leading by 15. Here's Big Red. Back to Butler. Right block shot. Basket good.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
So it's Miami now. Here's B. Puts up a 3. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's AI. Pass to Butler. Here's Big Red. Back to Butler. B pulls it in. The Heat trail by 14. Left side, Jones. To the wing on the left. Garbage man, the pass to B. Just 5 on the clock. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Now, here's Butler. Pass to Big Red. Rebound by the Heat.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Nuggets.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Boomer.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
And so here is Miami. After Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. And he lobs it up. .24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Thibault. Here's Boomer. Buries the 20-footer. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy, you have not been shy about setting the bar high for this team defensively. Now, how do you think you did at that end tonight?
We did our thing tonight. We came out, put bodies on guys. Basketball is a game of runs, and they got some great scores, but in the end, we did what we were supposed to do.
You got the last run, and that's what matters. Thanks, Jimmy. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Boomer.
Lost my all and I got it back. That's my hustle and ambition. Never lose sight on the path. I had to turn on my vision. Separate myself from them clowns. They ain't really about business. You only strong as your weakest link. So I be trying to live my universal laws in effect. When you use your mind and see you as a threat. I'm chasing money like thought the youngest gone on the. When I was down bad, was missing. Pray to the Lord, I make it out the trenches. I had to grind, wasn't given. Know it's a purpose, so I move different. God chose me, he told me I'm gifted. Feel like I'm stuck in this life that I'm living. I'm trying to grind it and stack to the ceiling. I had to step my name.